Let's do some Tetsuo.
Let's do some of that Is it Tetsuo or Tetsuo?
What is the difference between what you just said?
Tetsuo.
One's
It's
probably
like, it's
just
like the cadence.
One's probably just the way I would say it, and versus the way you actually say it. Yeah. Tetsuo? I don't think I could say it the way you're...
Tetsuo. Or is it Tetsuo?
You're fucking with me right now. 'Cause you're saying like the same words. That's not even a tomato thing.
I know.
Which, by the way, I was... who was I talking... I was talking to somebody about this before. Tomato. Have you ever actually met somebody that says tomato?
I don't talk to British people.
They say it?
I imagine they do.
Because, like, it would be kind of weird
get me some tomatoes.
Because everyone's like, tomato. If I was at McDonald's and someone's like, let me get a burger, hold the tomato, I'd be like, the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, but they're like, I would like one, what are they called? One El Royale with cheese, hold the tomato. Like, you're like, oh, maybe.
Is there a tomato on that?
I don't know, maybe they're just making sure.
Maybe
in the UK it does.
Do they put tomatoes on your quarter pounder? No, they don't.
Maybe in the UK they do. They love tomatoes there. They love tomatoes there.
People say potato.
But I've never heard of potato.
If you texted me like, hey TJ, while you're out at the store, can you pick me up some potatoes? I'd probably just be really concerned for you and
but
wonder
also,
if you were,
but they're spelled the same.
Take you to a doctor.
If I texted you, you would read it as potato.
You wouldn't call me?
I wouldn't. Oh, you said text.
Oh, true.
Because then it's just like, well, on paper, they're whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I like it better when you text me and say...
You read it as potato?
And then I go, did you just say potato? And you're just like, no, I said potato. And like just reading back the text thread would be stupid as fuck. Just an argument. Potato.
No, I add an H, I like potato. Like, I come very clear on how it should be said. Hey guys, welcome back to the Target Audience Podcast. This week, we're talking about Tetsuo, the Iron Man, the 1989 Japanese body horror film. I'm joined with my co-host, TJ. How are you, TJ?
Oh, I'm alright. Do you feel like a different person after watching this movie?
Okay, like, real talk.
Just get into it.
I was not expecting this movie to be as fucking crazy as I thought.
I thought that's why you addressed it. Actually,
see, I knew it was gonna be a little.
You're
wonky,
right. Actually,
a little crazy.
This is a great time to talk about the synopsis. So let me go ahead and read it because the synopsis sounds crazy enough. It's real eyebrow raising.
Yeah.
A businessman accidentally kills the metal fetishist who gets his revenge by slowly turning the man into a grotesque hybrid of flesh and rusty metal. Now, on paper, that sounds fucked up already.
It sounds fucked, but I didn't expect it to be as crazy because there's a difference between like Saw, where Saw is fucked up, but Saw isn't like.
I've seen this.
Wow!
I've seen this movie. I went in mostly blind on this movie. I've seen this movie
next to nothing.
I've seen this movie on lists and pertaining to exploitation films.
Hence why I said, hey, we should check it out.
So I wasn't as intensely shocked in terms of what I was getting into, but I still had no idea.
I knew
what
the general subject matter, but some of the stuff this movie does is batshit crazy.
Yeah. You know, there's fucked up, and then there's fucked up.
Yeah, like stuff was like, what? Like drill penises.
And for a movie that's like only clocking in at like
speed.
The movie only clocks in at like an hour and 7 minutes.
Hour and 7 minutes. But it is.
There's very little dialogue. It's unnerving. It's definitely disturbing at points.
Yeah, I was kind of nodding off in this movie up until a certain point because I was like, I watched it pretty late,
right,
and
same
it was like it starts off and it just goes. Yeah. It just goes. Dude, it doesn't explain anything. Half of it's told in flashbacks with no dialogue.
One of the most unnerving intros, dude, is when he takes that steel rod thing,
jamming it into his thigh.
Well, that's not even. Yeah, okay, but then there's also like the crazy, literally like nails on a chalkboard industrial music playing, which, by the way, it's catchy, but it's also like unnervingly loud.
Yes. The music is louder than everything else by a significant level.
It almost represents. It almost sounds like just like a heartbeat in a way of the movie.
It's like ambient noise that is in the forefront. Yeah,
and there's
aggressive.
one part where the camera pans like crazy too, like zooming in on things.
You mean the entire movie?
Yeah, but when it zooms in, especially on like this dude's mouth, and he bites down on the rod, and he starts flossing back and forth with it.
And they do it, and they have sound effects for it too.
That was within the first 5 minutes. I was like, "Fuck this!" Like I was getting mad at this movie. I was like, "Stop it!"
Yeah, because it starts. If I remember, it starts doing like a.
Yeah.
As you're like, ah.
It was truly, that part was unnerving to me. Like, it literally sent like a chill, like, ooh, like down my spine.
Intense body horror in this movie. I was uncomfortable from start to finish.
And then also, like,
I've got a high threshold for weird shit.
There's a thing, too. It's almost just like, you know, like biting down on foil. Like, I mean, a lot of metal, obviously. Because the guy's obsessed with wanting to be a robot.
Metal is everywhere. He's not obsessed with being a robot. He is?
No, that's what's kind of creepy about it. It's not about somebody, like, wanting to become a robot. It's about somebody, I think, that, like, thinks he's a robot in, like, a fever dream kind of manner.
It's like a techno-organic virus.
No, you're right, but I'm talking about, like, how he takes, like, it's like some sort of weird...
It's weird.
It's like a weird maggot or bug or something that infects you.
Yeah.
It's a robot infection.
Yeah. It's metal acting almost as if it's a natural thing.
Yeah, but
like it's a
the movie opens up.
It works as a virus, basically.
The movie opens up with like this guy just shoving a rod into his leg that he just cut open.
Yeah, and it's all black and white, and it's very gritty.
And then like there's a weird credit sequence which has the rod in the mouth that I'm talking about and stuff. And then he like wakes up when the movie really starts, undoes his leg, sees that it's all infected and gross, just starts running.
And just starts sprinting.
And then he gets hit by a car.
And then he just like falls into like a metal junkyard?
Yeah, and then he's pretty much, I'll put in quotations, like dead.
Yeah,
and then the businessman, it almost turns into like a weird
He gets
robot.
out and then starts fucking his girlfriend on like the hood of his car.
It gets into like a weird...
while looking at the dead body.
But the businessman's like a normal dude up until a point, then one day he starts like shaving, and then like sees something and like...
And it pops blood all over the...
God.
And then he's like, goes to like the mall, and this lady with a crazy robot arm starts like hunting him down like Terminator style. Yeah. And he's like on the run, and she keeps following him. She's got those herky-jerky like, Asian movements that they use in horror movies.
I really like the utilization of like stop motion kind of thing in this.
It's like the whole movie's in like a 12 frames per second.
And the way there was really cool transition scenes too, where it kind of like goes into like a first person mode, but it's all kind of stop motion, like just like while the music's playing.
The whole movie
with it.
The whole movie's like a fever dream.
It's a nightmare.
It's hard to piece together some stuff.
Yeah, in terms of plot, it's hard to even describe what it's about aside from the loose description we gave.
Yeah.
But the special effects are damn good.
Yeah.
Especially for like, I mean, when did this come out?
It was 89.
For the kind of
back
flick
half
it
of
is,
the 80s,
dude, the special effects
for a nothing budget.
Freak me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just...
limbs expanding and turning into like meshing with metal and
it's just
drill penis you mentioned.
He fucking drills a hole through a woman with his robotic cock.
And there's very little dialogue in this movie.
Very little.
It's mainly just a guy discovering why the fuck am I becoming a robot.
And it's not even that. Not even discovering why. It's just like
he's freaking out as it happens.
It's like 40 minutes of just like pain and suffering and confusion.
Do you know what I would describe this movie as? It's like somehow if like David Lynch and Cronenberg somehow got together, like I get those vibes.
Yeah,
and
it's the body horror from Cronenberg. It's
like Eraserhead,
making you
the
feel
psychological,
just uncomfortable.
The fever dream aspect of it. It's like if Eraserhead met The Fly. Like,
because this movie has you at certain points,
questioning
whether it's even real or if it's like in his head.
I can't even fully say that though, because there's also a weird level of like sleaze to this movie as well.
It's very exploitation.
Yes. No, I was gonna say, because it throws in this like weird sexual overtone to it too.
Yeah, like uncontrolled lust is like a main aspect of his character.
Yeah,
like even it goes for his girlfriend, where she was like totally down for Bone Town, even when he was like half transformed.
Yeah,
it's like everyone was just so horny and scared.
Oh, you know one part I hated too? It wasn't even like a transformation part. When she's like making eye contact with him and just eating, and like she keeps biting down on the fork insanely hard and just scraping it against her teeth like as hard as she can.
This movie,
it's unnerving. The whole movie's unnerving. It's like
it's an hour and 7 minutes. It's on YouTube. It's just there. It's the first thing, if you type in Tetsuo, it's the first thing that comes up.
It's like a dream that you don't know what it means, and it's like just like you wake up in cold sweats as to like what the hell just happened.
Yeah. And then there's a surprise anime fight.
Yeah, that was odd too.
With stop motion super speed. It was
They try to work in plot like late in the movie of like
the plot is the end of the movie.
Yeah, it's like come join me and let's take over the world
and the fact that there's like 4 fucking sequels to this movie.
Turn everybody into well, maybe they're like just sequels in spirit.
I don't know, man.
Sequel to Tetsuo.
This time has the Iron Man transforming into cyberkinetic gun with a gang of vicious skinheads kidnap his son.
Hold on. Actually, the way the movie ends, it does say like we're gonna go all around the world and just like
infect everybody,
take shit over.
Yeah, but Tetsuo the Iron Man transforms into a cyberkinetic gun when a gang of vicious skinheads kidnap his son. This motherfucker's got a son. The guy who gets hit by a car. And then becomes the Iron Fetish. Is the Iron Fetishist the Iron Man? Is that a different...
But I guess when you have a movie that's as abstract as this is, how can you argue, like, what do you mean he has a son? Like, it's already super weird and abstract anyway.
It is.
So I don't think you could even say, like, what? How is that even possible? Because throughout the whole movie, you're like, how is this even possible?
Yeah, this movie is just so... Yeah,
that's a way to describe it. Would you even recommend it to people? I can't recommend it to everybody. It's definitely on my list of like, you ever see this fucked up movie?
This is one of the most fucked up movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and what's
in a long time. This is one like I can't talk to coworkers about. Like I got to keep this shit on the DL. I want people finding out that I watched this. See,
I'm different. You watch that. You watch those movies. You're like, I can't talk to my coworkers at this.
I gotta sit on this one. I gotta go. I'm like, hey TJ, is this thing fucking weird?
No, I like to play games with people like coworkers. They just talk about normal movies that are weird. And then I'm like, you ever see Tetsuo?
Yeah. Did you see it? So crazy. Yeah. That movie was horrifying. I'm like, you want to see some fucked up shit? Want to see a guy put a piece of rebar through his thigh?
Yeah, there was many moments in this movie, like, especially with body horror, like, there's always something that, like, everybody's a little different in terms of what skeeves them out and where they draw that line.
I don't like teeth, I don't like eyeballs.
Teeth, eyeballs,
eyeballs are, like, guaranteed. I'm not even looking. Fuck it.
Actually, nails kind of get me
in
terms of, like, when you rip them off.
Yeah.
Like, you remember that scene in The Fly when
they're falling off?
Goldblum is looking in the mirror and he just starts, like, flaking them off? Yeah. To this day, that, like, scene, like, haunted me.
See, that gets me.
That was, like, an introduction to body horror for me. That was, like, one of the first ones I saw.
Cronenberg.
Of course.
Yeah, which is a good start. But it's just, like...
Yeah.
Ugh.
Eyes too, yeah.
Like this movie.
Anything sharp near an eye freaks me out.
I don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
this movie.
See, you don't like it, but I think that's also part of what draws you to it.
That's exactly
like
why.
It. It's like, it's like it gets you. You finally found something that unnerves you. And that's what you ultimately want in this movie. That's the movie's purpose.
Yeah, it's like eyeballs, teeth, and ghosts. Especially kid ghosts are like if you make a movie where a little kid ghost likes biting people's eyeballs, it's like you got me. That's the movie that is like my Antichrist. It'll be my undoing if I see something like that.
Ghost kid biting people's eyeballs.
So if you know about a movie about a ghost kid biting eyeballs, put it in the comments down below.
Yeah, please do.
This one, if you watch this, let us know. Because I want to know someone else's take. I hope someone else just comments,
Hey, fun fact too.
After seeing this.
This movie is fairly accessible too in terms of like, we found it on like...
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. First thing, you just type in Tetsuo.
Yeah.
Boom, it's there. I'll include a link in the description to watch it. Because I think it's public domain. I don't think it's got a copyright claim or anything on it.
I'm not sure.
But if it is being held by copyright, they obviously don't give a fuck. So watch it on YouTube while you can. It's not illegal for you to watch it.
Yeah, I was really worried you were gonna tell me because when I messaged you, I was like, I'm probably gonna watch this one, and then
I watched it that night. Yeah,
I was actually worried you were gonna watch it at work.
Oh no, I
was almost gonna
about
text
5 minutes into it. I was like, mm-mm.
after watching it, I was gonna be like, yo, do not.
Yeah, no, mid-90s is the one I watched at work this week.
Okay.
But that one was fine. There's nothing too...
There's one scene that you probably wouldn't want someone to watch.
There was one scene that I didn't want, but whatever. We're going to talk about... Hey, spoilers. We're talking about mid-90s at some point in the next week. Got to put a push on that one. I guess that's going to be a Monday episode?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, depending on
I'm not going to call which one it is, but
yeah, let us know about Tetsuo.
Yeah, please do.
Ooh.
Crazy movie. Like, I'm getting... I have a weird feeling just thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, before we cut this one, anything else you've seen recently that's worth talking about? That's not like episode worthy necessarily.
What have I been
Any interesting
watching?
news you've seen?
I'm trying to think. Of course, you draw a blank when you ask. I've been
I know, that's
I've
how it works.
rewatched some older stuff
Yeah, like what?
that like just personal favorites of mine. Like, I rewatched Forrest Gump the other day.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Forrest Gump.
No.
It's just like, movies you put on just to like have on kind of thing.
Yeah, Forrest Gump's a good one.
And the more I watch Forrest Gump, I mean, like, I even didn't like it. Like, I mean, I love the movie.
You realize
but-
how much you hate Jen
Yeah,
A.
yes, exactly.
That fucking
Pure hatred
cunt.
of Jenny. I got into it. I've gotten into it with people before about
Yeah.
like just Jenny sucks, man.
He's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I watched, I ended up going back and I didn't rewatch. I watched Society after...
You did watch it.
After hearing the
What
episode.
did you think about it? Was me and Pierce's description pretty solid?
Pretty solid.
Yeah. Especially, I do like Pierce's comparison of like, it's like the white man's Get Out.
It is. It's like, what if you found out that all the successful businessmen that surround you are actually some kind of force?
Yeah.
Why would you describe? They're not shape changers. They're
Just horny.
like amoeba. They're like sex amoebas,
horny gobs
where
of
they can
goop.
all moosh together. Ugh.
That movie's
That movie's a weird movie.
yeah, it's good though.
Also, he was totally gonna bone down on his sister.
Yeah.
He was warming up to that idea before shit got really bad.
I still want to use I've wanted to do it before, like when I eventually cut a demo.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of using like audio clips. I've always wanted to use that audio clip of that girl going like, "I didn't know how you liked your tea."
Maybe with a little pee
sugar.
in it.
Did you want me to pee in it? I always thought that's such a good like eye opener of like, what?
We're cutting that episode, and you talk about that.
I
You
mentioned
it in the past.
It's just such a funny line. to
And
me.
I thought it was like maybe like TJ is like overselling it. No, it is so
It catches
weird.
you off
It
guard.
catches you so off guard because it's weird and kind of stilted delivery on it too. It's
I
not even
laughed
like
so hard.
It's like comically bad acting for that one scene.
And the dude even looks puzzled. I almost
He's
wonder,
like, "What the fuck?"
I almost wonder if they yelled action and that wasn't the real line and she just ad libbed something.
The
'Cause,
director's like,
Yeah,
"I'm gonna piss in it."
yeah. Because like even the guy's like so puzzled. And
Yeah.
at the time, it's a
Billy
character.
Warlock.
Even at the time, it's a character too who's not quite a full blown creepy sexual deviant like in these.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the characters turn into.
Wow.
What a strange movie.
What a strange movie.
But hey, that's
But
Brian.
yeah, Society was fun.
Yeah, Brian Yasna. Society's cool. Did you watch Coherence?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
I don't want to say that on mic. Pierce will be upset.
I know. I know. Pierce made me feel guilty because I texted and I'm like, yeah, Coherence seems kind of bad. And then like as I sent it, Pierce was like, hey, Ben, I really hope you watch Coherence. I think you're going to like it. And I was like, oh.
Trying to think of what else I've...
But I did download it with the intention of maybe ripping some clips out of it.
Nice.
So I do have it on my computer.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll watch it. Sorry, I acquired it legally through the Violet.
course.
I opened my DVD book and I grabbed the slip that has a free digital copy on it, and I used that.
Trying to think. Is there anything else I've watched recently?
I watched the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Enjoyable. I think it's worth a watch. It's got some cheesy delivery in some spots. Ellen Page plays vanilla girl who doesn't really have emotional range, and I guess it kind of works for the narrative.
That's okay.
But I don't think she's a fantastic. I don't think she wins the series, but I liked it.
Cool series.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to check it out.
I think it's worth a watch. Watch the first episode at least. It's got it's got the guy from well, I don't remember. The British TV series about kids who get superpowers that are kind of unorthodox, and they were all like on.
Was it Misfits or whatever? No.
Was it the Misfits?
I don't know. I never watched much of it.
I watched it.
I've heard of it.
What's worse is I've seen the entire series and I
wanna say-
enjoyed it
I
quite a
wanna say
bit.
that's a show that Matt told me about.
Yeah, it was the Misfits.
Shout out to Matt. What? I think he's gotten 2 shout outs now.
He does. I shout Matt all the time.
Get over here, Matt.
Isn't Matt like the name of one of the episodes where it's like Matt reads the comments or something like that, or Matt looks at the pictures? I don't remember.
We joked about making it.
Yeah, but it's got the guy from the Misfits, the charismatic, funny one.
Yeah. Cool.
And this one, he plays Klaus,
Klaus.
and he can see ghosts. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And he's a drug addict
Oh.
because he can talk to ghosts. So he's like, let me shoot some heroin up in there so I don't have to listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a good show.
What if a ghost was like your sponsor? Like, hey man, don't do that.
Watch the show.
Yeah. Oh god, does that happen? Okay. Now I'm definitely gonna watch the show.
Not quite, but
yeah,
kind
sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a fun one.
Did you happen? I guess while we're talking, I mean, the Oscars just recently happened.
Yeah. Do you want to wait for Pierce before we talk about Oscars?
No, the only thing I wanted to mention was just like, hey, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
That's all I was gonna say. We could talk about Oscars more some other time.
I'm gonna have to watch Bohemian Rhapsody.
I gotta watch Bohemian. There's actually I
kind of have an obligation. I heard it's really poorly directed. Of all things, though.
Yeah.
I heard it's got some really shoddy camera work.
Right. But
that detracts from some things.
But the whole fact that they like recreated that Live Aid performance.
I heard that's one of the only things that's historically accurate.
Oh, well.
I heard a lot of the conversations and stuff is there's some severe limity. I don't know. I've heard some things that make me kind of hesitant to jump on board with this, but I'm gonna have to watch it to really form my own opinion.
Dude, not only that too, it's a biopic about Queen, whether it's accurate or not accurate or what we've heard, what we haven't heard. We owe it just as fans of like rock music to like watch this movie.
And I heard that he really encapsulates what Freddie Mercury was about.
I'm actually interested too, and you know what's cool is there's so much cool like stories involving rock and roll that I wouldn't mind seeing more biopics and movies based on that.
I want one about early Metallica.
Actually, have you seen the trailer? Don't worry, don't get your hopes up. But it's not Metallica.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck Through the Never, though. It's a good music video, but not a great movie.
We talked about that recently on something, didn't we?
I don't know. It's a good music video, but not a great movie.
I might have been talking to Matt about it, about it. And I'm like, TJ likes that movie more than I did.
Well, not... Like I said, if you watch it as a long music video, it's not terrible. It's a good concert movie.
Yeah, you like it a lot more than I did. Yeah. But it's still not great.
You know when I saw Metallica
live
last time they were touring and stuff, they used bits from that movie on scenes. I think that, like, you know, it's probably like, we're going to get our money's worth out of this movie, damn it. Take this bitch on tour with us. But, no, they're actually doing have you seen the trailer for the new movie based on Motley Crue? The Dirt?
No. Oh, yes.
Yes, it looks
actually
pretty
getting
good.
Made. It's actually getting made.
No, there's a trailer for it. It's coming out, like, March.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. Machine Gun Kelly's playing Tommy Lee. And at first...
Oh, fuck. It's that movie. Okay.
Yeah, and at first I was like, what? But you know what? The preview actually looks interesting. It's a Netflix movie.
Huh.
And
Motley
Crue got together and recorded some new tracks. They dropped one. It's called The Dirt.
Is it good?
It's not bad. It's featuring Machine Gun Kelly, which once again, I'm like, what?
Well, they have to collaborate with the guy.
But I'm not going to lie. Check out the song. If you like Motley Crue, you'll like Motley Crue. Yeah.
And when's it come out again?
March. I don't know exactly. I want to say March 22nd. Not 100% sure.
Okay. All right.
It's a movie that's been in production for like ever, dude. And Motley Crue's The Dirt as a autobiography, like the book.
It's a good one. From what I've heard, right?
I've read excerpts of it, but never the whole thing. But it's literally a tell-all, no holds barred story of one of the most hardcore rock and roll bands out there.
And I know that it's been beat to death. Mm-hmm. I want a Nirvana one.
Eventually. There's a lot of weird things.
It's been a long time.
It'll have to happen eventually.
But there's been like 8 billion documentaries on Kurt Cobain. Right.
But in terms of making
Nirvana
a biopic, you step into like a lot of copyright issues and stuff because like pretty sure
whatever you take a dump truck full of money, you go to Courtney Love, and you're like, look, how much money you need to sell your soul? What's left of it?
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. You step into like tricky things.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when they made that. I never saw it, but there's that movie where I want to say I've been wanting to check it out. It's like All's by My Side. It's a Jimi Hendrix movie, and it touches on a bit of his life, which I've heard isn't the most accurate. But who's that guy from Outkast? Andre Benjamin is in it. Andre Benjamin's in it, and he plays Jimi Hendrix. I heard that he like retaught himself how to play guitar left-handed for the role, kind of thing.
No shit.
But
that's commitment.
The thing though about the movie that's kind of hard to like really get encapsulated, the performance scenes. I think they're cover songs that were popular that Jimi Hendrix did indeed cover, but they didn't have too much actual Hendrix music due to like licensing rights problems and things like that. It was more of an indie flick, so it was like harder to get it.
Yeah, to get that stamp of approval.
But that kind of sucks when it's a movie about Jimi Hendrix and you can't hear the iconic classic songs that he was behind. You know what I mean?
It's unfortunate.
And it would be hard to do it. I've seen a movie actually called Last Days. I think it was a Gus Van Sant movie. I'm not 100% sure. And it's a guy that looks exactly like Kurt Cobain. It's about a rock star that's kind of going off his rocker, and you get to see his last few days shacked up in a mansion, losing his mind.
So it's
And
kind of like a spiritual...
He's grungy. He looks exactly like Kurt Cobain. It's not
Yeah.
even like any like, oh, I wonder if that's Kurt Cobain. And he's like sitting in his room and like, you know, walking around with a shotgun in a dress and like playing acoustic guitar, mumbling.
Okay.
And then instead of him shooting himself, it ends with him like ODing. Because I think copyright issues, they were probably like, look, you're going to get sued if this is like dead on.
Yeah, that or alternatively, there's a lot of fire ants you could be stepping on by citing on the "Did Courtney Love kill Kurt Cobain?"
Yeah, and it's also not a amazing movie. I watch it out of special interest, and that's the only way I could recommend that one. It's just very long, and it's just literally like a dude home alone, and it just follows him like losing his mind, writing his final suicide note and stuff.
It sounds a little similar in vein to that one movie that you keep telling me is the biopic on Jared, where it's just a kid just...
Oh, that was a good movie. Yeah, what the fuck was the name of that movie? I'm gonna have to find it again.
Let me know, I'll plug it.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
But
yeah, me and Jared watched it, and Jared's like, this isn't even funny. Like,
yeah. But yeah, I think it's about all it. That's been, of interest since we've last got together to record.
Right.
I've been just fucking busy.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got something going on like every night of the week.
Life,
just like booked permanently, I feel.
I know, go figure.
I had so much free time like a month ago.
I know.
Now it's just like
Not
every
only
night
that,
there's something going on.
Think about when we first started this podcast. Oh, I saw Glass, by the way.
Oh, did you? How was it?
I really liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was cool.
Did you like Split?
Yeah, I did. I did like Split.
If you didn't really like Split all that much, are you going to like Glass?
Yeah, because I think that James McAvoy's performance in this movie, they enhanced that character to such an extreme.
Yeah.
I think it was really cool. And you know what? It's not a movie like your typical superhero movie. It's more character driven. It's not as action packed.
Well, that's how Unbreakable was too.
Right. And that's why
Split.
And that's why that's why I really liked Unbreakable and Split though, because I'm not sure how the movie was necessarily marketed, but this movie does a cool job into exploring each character.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And as somebody that loves comic books like you do, I think that it's there's plenty of ultimate homage to just comic books in general.
All right. Maybe I'll get to it then.
I'm not saying you're going to love it because like, I know how
I'm going to have to rewatch Split.
I'm not saying you love it, but I'm saying there's many moments where I think you would dig it.
Okay.
It's not what you think it is.
All right. I'll get to it then. Yeah. I'll put it on the list.
Oh, but what was I saying? Oh, yeah, no, I was saying, think back when we first started this podcast. How many movies we watched? It's the reason we started this podcast.
We had so much free time.
Yeah,
like a year ago.
And you know what's crazy?
It's been... How long has it been? When did we start this thing? August?
We went and what was the first movie? One of the first episodes we did was Upgrade. Upgrade
was October. Early October? Or was it August? August, September, October, somewhere around there.
Yeah, yeah.
Was Upgrade our first movie?
It was one of them. Because remember we did the Tom Hardy thing? I think we recorded that one in my house.
Upgrade was... It was.
We mixed up Tom Hardy and Logan Marshall
Green. It
Green.
was June. Holy shit. We started this thing in June. We're coming up on 1 year.
No shit. And look at... We've only gone through like multiple format changes.
I know. We've only... So, yeah. So that was, 9 months ago.
Yeah, we're getting there. Thank you for sticking with us.
This is the birth of our podcast, baby.
Yeah, it's really cool, man.
Wow. Yeah. 9 months. And how many episodes are we at now?
And you remember we were doing 5 movies a week?
5 movies a week.
I was like, Ben, that's absurd. And you were like, we got this.
We got it. We made it. We kept it going longer than we should have.
Yeah. And you know what, though? I'm not even mad about it. And you know what's crazy is as busy as we are now, we're still watching movies. We're still doing it.
We're still trucking.
I think it's because movies have always been just such a huge part of our lives. We couldn't get rid of watching movies.
We even picked up a co-host.
We wanted to. Yeah.
When he can make it. I don't think we preference Pierce not being here. Pierce was not here this recording session. He had work.
No, that's cool stuff.
Yeah, so we have... Wait, how does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, you're forgetting
9,
that
10,
it was
11,
originally
12,
on your old
13,
page.
14, 15, 16. So 16, 17, 19. So we have 19 episodes total.
Right on.
19 episodes over the course of 9 months. 19, and one of those was a super special too. Mm-hmm. That Halloween episode that I'm super proud of. So yeah, we've averaged 2 a month since we've started. Mm-hmm. We took some big breaks for a little while.
We did. There was like,
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
So am I.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did this. And like, we watch movies regardless, and talk about them. And
we're gonna have to do something big for our 1 year special.
Let's get there first.
Yeah. Also, I found out I can download off of my old channel because those those episodes are like lost to the annals of time. But I can download them from my old channel through the Creator Studio.
Hey, maybe throw them up there.
So I think I'll do it. I'll put a playlist together of everything, and yeah.
Hey, sweet, yeah.
They can't remaster the old audio. I'd probably cut it differently now, but
yeah, true.
But yeah, I might do that. Episode 012 or 012.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, we kind of got a little long towards the end here. We got a little rambly.
You're gonna have some serious editing to do.
Yeah, or if you're along for the ride, I'm gonna cut some of the pauses out. But hey, thanks for sticking around.
Thank you for sticking around.
I don't know about Tetsuo. Watch it maybe.
No, I want you to watch it.
I want you to watch it if anything.
I want you to watch it.
If you're okay with watching a movie and going then check it out.
Yeah, I want you to watch it. Go take a cold shower, and then tell us in the comments what you think.
Like, I passed out like 15 minutes after finishing that movie. I watched it, I'm like, oh, that's fine. And just like hit close on my phone, put it away from me, and then just rolled over. Like, I can't stay up and process this. I gotta get some time.
Yeah, the next morning you sent me a message just like, what the fuck did I make us watch?
Yeah.
You almost felt bad for recommending it.
I did.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.